Hello and welcome to the Tom Wallace Show. We are live again. Sadly, our backup host, Paul McGoldrick, cannot make it today due to extraneous circumstances last night. And our normal host cannot make it either. Phelan, you had a message in from him. Why couldn't Tom make it
he was doing grocery shopping at Lidl in Santry, just up the road.
Sorry, I thought that was the reason.
No, he's at the till, and he realized he forgot his milk, so he just went back to get milk, back from the till to get milk, and bring it back down to the till.
So he's stuck at the till?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so, and we also have not got our resident DJ, Squirty McFly, today. He is away on business, having to, I believe he said, bust some asses or something like that. I don't know whether he's, beating men or eloping with women. Anyway.
I think it's actually just a lunch date with his mother.
I'd say he lives a very tame life when he gets back down to it. Yeah. But, so we're going to go to our regular segment, our 6 o'clock news at 1:15 with Phelan Keeney. And
that's me. All right. 1 second. Good evening, I'm Phelan Keeney. This is the 6 o'clock news at, Let me take that again. Good evening, I'm Phelan Keeney. It's 1:15. You know what that means. It's time for the 6 o'clock news at 3. 6 o'clock news. All right, we got a great show tonight. I'm going to start off with some of the headlines. At least 10 died in a shootout at a cockfighting event in the Mexican state of Guerrero. The emergence of this story has caused a huge increase in Mexican tourism, as people are realizing that cockfighting is still going on. And not only that, but there are shootouts happening at these. These things are badass. I want to be involved. Also, Mexican food is pretty good. Let's go there. Stradbally Gardaí have made plea to electric picnic goers of 2015 to collect any items they may have lost, as they still have over 300 people's belongings left. These belongings range from phones, keys, Aztec band enclosed. However, the large majority of these remaining items are boxes of amber leaf, so if you lost yours, just go and pick it up. You should know yours.
Quick question.
Yes?
How do they know it's 300 people's and it's not multiple items from different
Maybe
people?
it's one person's, but they lost 300. Maybe.
200 of which things are boxes of ammo.
Yeah. Probably. Facebook has been ordered by a Belgian court to stop tracking non-users of its services. In an attempt to defend itself, Facebook insisted that it was just a coincidence that it was taking the same path home as these people every night. It was just a coincidence. Sure, Facebook. Let's see what else we have. There's a sinkhole in Mississippi appeared in a restaurant car park last Saturday night, swallowing 12 cars. The sinkhole measures 122 meters long, 11 meters wide, and 4.5 meters deep. The outcome of the investigation launched into this bizarre occurrence states that the incident... Excuse me. My voice is going. I can't talk.
That's more recent news.
The outcome of the investigation launched into this bizarre occurrence states that the incident could have been avoided if the restaurant just gave larger portions so that all its customers didn't leave hungry. Oh. What's that?
Harry's just having a bit of a seizure.
That was a customer leaving.
Yeah, like
so hungry. A customer leaving the studio.
The car park was just so hungry, it just swallowed up the cars.
I think we're going to do a bit of interpretive dance via radio. That's what Harry's plan is today.
Audio
interpretation.
Audio interpretive dance.
And finally, the main story tonight is that we have an interview with an identity thief. His name is Marco Paolo. Thank you for being here, Marco.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Okay. It's a very strange accent to be from England.
Oh yes, it's from Halifax.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's in Canada. But
no, there's a Halifax in England. I'm from there.
Okay. All right. So now, what is identity thief? Can you explain that to us? Identity theft.
Identity. ID is like your identification. It's funny because I is short for I and D is short for identification.
Oh,
and so I decided one day that I would like to steal some of these IDs.
Right.
And a person's ID is more than just a piece of card. It is their whole persona and their whole life.
Okay.
So I decided one day I would think of how to take these people's identification so I can steal their money.
And how did you come up with taking them?
Well, there are several ways you can steal their ID cards and their driver's license and stuff, or you could like steal their face per se. So you could get like a switchblade And that was a fairy in the studio, I do believe. So yes, then you could steal a bit of their face and stitch it onto your own face. But see, it becomes very strange when you do this because people start thinking you are them. And when you become them, you then have to do their thing. So I am almost 7 people right now, which means...
What do you mean you have to do their things?
Did they not lose their face then? Though?
Oh, I've after cutting it off.
Yeah, but where?
Yeah,
where
so
did
what do they do? Do they
just walk around with no face?
They're gone. You cannot live without your face.
So you're a murderer, basically.
No. See, I did not kill them before I take their lives.
Oh,
and I assume their lives. So what happens is that I take them and then
you take their faces and assume their lives.
Yeah.
So you have to.
So you
if
didn't
you want
kill
their
them,
money,
you're continuing their life. Is your
see,
argument?
You must take the good with the bad. So you take, say, a little bit of the money, and you also have to take, say, responsibility of their children.
Oh, so that seems like a lot of work for just.
No. But you see, you get their money and you get their hot wives and stuff too. You know.
I'm sure, like, most people are in debt. We're in the middle of a recession.
Well, I don't see why, because at the moment, I don't see how people could end up in debt. I am now assumed almost 7 lives, which means I am working 7 full-time jobs. I have almost 32 children, and I have the faces. I don't even know how I keep track of the faces. And yes, between all the wives and all the friends, and assuming my own life, which is a very big life and a lot cooler than the other lives I've taken on, I am very rich, and I have lots of activities to do on every day.
Okay, it sounds like you have a very stressful life.
But it's very rewarding.
Now I also see that you'd like to dabble in kidney thieving. Would you care to comment on that?
Well, that's just a bit on the side. As in, you can't have a 3-course meal without the 3rd course. You know, so
right.
you can't take their money, take their face without taking
work hard, play hard. You got to
without taking their kidneys. You know, so and especially if they're going to be dead anyway. So you just take their kidney and you can sell that for high price. You can sell it for very, very high price. I know 3 people who give you a lot of money, a lot of money for kidneys that you find. I'm talking about how much money do you have? That's 3 times that amount of money. It is a lot and lots of money. It's so the kidney is a very good business as well.
Okay, well, I want to thank you for being here, Marco. I'm sure this
you're quite welcome.
Puts you in a difficult position lawfully that you've just admitted to a lot of things.
Marco is my 3rd identity, so.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you're
very clever, very clever.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll talk to you again later, hopefully. And now that's all the news for today. But in personal news, my last few businesses haven't been working out so well. And I'm coming to terms with that, but I have a new business that I think is going to change all that. It's called Phelan's Nailing, and basically, if you just have any nails that need hammered into the wall, I can do that. But so first of all, basically, you need to have the hammer because I don't own one of those. But if you have a hammer and a nail, and if you have the nail already kind of in the wall at the position that you need, I can finish that job. I've done it a couple of times before, and I'm really confident in my abilities. And basically, that's my new job, and I just need money. I've been homeless for 6 weeks now. Anyway, thanks very much.
All right, yeah, thank you, Valen. That was a little bit too revealing at the end there. But so yeah, I'm hoping that we maybe see some more of that guy. He seemed quite interesting.
Yeah, it's I don't know how we got him or why he agreed to come on this, but I don't regret it.
Where did you find him?
I got an email.
He found you, like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna cut to a song now. I'm not quite sure what song it's gonna be. It's a mystery song, and because we haven't got our DJ in.
Mystery song!
Here we go! Alright guys, we are back and we're debating teammates, and since you have left, we've actually got 2 new honorary members of the Tom Wallace Show in studio, which is I forgot
you get a cash
the
prize
beardy
for being
guy's
an
name. I'm going to call you
member.
Jamie, I think, and Daniel O'Connor, the esteemed host of Connected, and
that's every Monday 3 to 4 p.m.
Just some casual plugging. And he also used to host a very nice show, which is now over, which was what was that?
It was Culture Seek. I'd like to blame the esteemed members of the DCFM management team for not
you know
getting
you're
us
in the
a
studio,
slot.
be very careful what you say.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Alright, anyway, due to strange scheduling and lack of Tom Wallace members, we are going to cut straight to the quiz. And
Tom Wallace's member?
that's disgusting. Anyway,
I do. I should.
So, Harry, we're going to let you pick your team first out of Emmett and Dan, so we can still maintain the Sylvie Plath Quiz team and the Team Squirty Harry.
So I've decided to replace Squirty McFly with Emmett Jones, now becoming Team Squirty McEmmett.
Wonderful. And Phelan, I suppose that leaves you with Dan.
Yeah, after rigorous testing and applications, so many applications, I chose Dan. He had the best specs, I think. And now we're the Sylvia Dan.
You're saying that in front of him.
4 gigabytes of RAM.
He didn't apply.
Can we just call ourselves Quizlamic State? You know,
I'm
throw
into
some
that. Sure.
controversy.
All right,
Quizlamic
time
State.
to Quizlamic State points and the Team Squirty Emmett. The points will go to the original teams. And, or what was it? What was Squirty Emmett?
Squirty McEmmett.
Squirty McEmmett, sorry. So I suppose we're going to kick right into it. And I suppose we're going to start with, I'm going to start with the opposites since we're going opposites today. And I'm going to let Team Squirty McEmmett go first.
I'm not fond of that.
Yep.
You know, have a
Okay, what's
coin
your
toss
question?
or something.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be a fun quiz because I pulled it up online, which is always great. The internet's a wonderful place full of knowledge. So this is Sean David Doyle's Quiz of Knowledge. Question 1 to Squirty
team.
Harry, which is number 1. What is marketed as the king of beers?
Oh man, this is a tough quiz.
I don't even know that. I don't even know
lads.
that.
What?
Do we get a chance to
I
steal?
don't watch advertising.
No,
It's not. It's if you live in a Western country, you'll know.
Yeah,
What is it, Emmett?
I hoped you'd know, but I can guess. Am I supposed to guess?
Is-
the point?
yeah.
You're able to discuss answers
Yeah, we
with
can
your teammates.
discuss.
Do you think it's Heineken? I think it's Heineken. I have a feeling.
Heineken, the king of beers. No, that's not it. It's it's the American one.
Well, Guinness obviously, but I think that's
Like-
more an unofficial title.
Yeah, and also that's a stout as well.
Yeah.
I think this is the first answer I've ever known
Is
to
this
a
it?
quiz
Car-
question.
Carlsberg.
And now
Or
it's
Foster.
killing me.
To be perfectly honest, I gave it opposite
Carlsberg,
because
the
I
king of
knew
beers.
somebody on your team was very confident.
I don't know. This more
something.
like
This is something Dan quotes regularly. This is one of Dan's favorite things.
Used to quote regularly. I think it's a false title, but I'm not gonna say anything else. Don't want to give them any hints. Very
I
competitive.
drank
I'm
it
gonna
last
push you
night.
for an answer.
what do you think?
drank it last night.
I did.
Oh, right.
Ah, come on.
What did he
I
drink?
have no idea.
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
And the correct answer. Do I put an answer through, guys? I'm gonna.
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg is incorrect. It's Budweiser, the
Oh.
king of beers.
Oh, yeah,
so
that
that is
sounds right.
True.
So next question goes to Team
Quizlamic State.
the Quizlamic State. What is the name given to a female swan?
I know the name of a young swan.
What's that?
A young swan is a signet, but I don't think it's that. Is it like? I don't know.
They got a quick hint. Will I give you a quick hint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
It's something you'd use every day in college, I guess.
A rubber. Like
I don't
A
know.
bin.
an eraser. That is.
Doors. Windows.
A sense of crippling
A
doubt.
female swan is a door.
I've no idea. If you want to
Me
throw it,
neither.
I guess.
See, that's
A laptop.
Budweiser, the king of beers. That's the easiest end of the spectrum,
Sorry,
and then you
Phil-
jump all the way
Phil,
up to here.
Don't
yes?
insult the quizmaster.
It's an online quiz.
I looked up these questions. This is my quiz of knowledge.
Just say a pen. It could be a pen.
Sure, a pen.
The correct answer is pen.
Yeah.
The correct answer is indeed.
That's why I chose you.
I
That's
did you
why I
see
chose
that? No, I didn't. But I just like to point out that if you're like myself and you come into a lot of your lectures a bit seedy, it's just like who needs a pen? I'll just sit there. So
Yeah.
that's a bit of a false hint, but thank you.
All right, and now for Team Squirty McEmmett. Their second question: name the frontman of the Kaiser Chiefs who replaced Danny O'Donoghue as judge and mentor on The Voice of UK.
I know this one too.
I wasn't really listening there.
All right,
Lead singer of Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh yeah, your man with
who
the, with
replaced
the brown
Danny
hair.
O'Donoghue
Yeah.
on The Voice?
Oh
of
yeah,
UK?
yeah. What's his name?
Adam Levine.
No, it's not Adam Levine. You're right
It's
there.
not Bono.
It's not Bono either. You're right. It's not your one either. You know your one. It's
Yeah.
not her.
No, I think it is your one.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, right. Your one's the one with a different man.
Oh no, I know this.
Evidently not.
No, I knowed this.
Paddy.
Not Jeremy. No, it's something like that though.
Jamie.
I think it's James.
James.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Jamie. Is it Jamie or James?
Can that be?
You can't ask me. You have to come up with an answer.
James Tavernier.
Is that your final answer? James Tavernier.
Yeah.
Sadly, James Tavernier is not the correct answer. It is
Ricky
actually
Wilson.
Ricky Wilson.
Oh, Ricky Wilson.
Yes, thank you, Dad.
You're close though. They're brothers.
All
heard of
right,
that.
question 2 to team the Quizlamic State.
Question 2-2.
2-2, haha, like a doo-doo. Anyway, so which is the world's largest French-speaking city?
See, you would say Paris, but there's a lot
It's
of
probably a
weird
Canadian
places.
one or something.
I'm not sure Canadian cities are bigger though, because the only really big city I think that speaks it is Montreal. And I can't think of any huge countries that speak French unless it's some fucking weird African country that just managed to get huge all of a sudden. See, Paris seems too obvious.
Yeah.
It's either Paris or Montreal, and I don't think Montreal's that big, so do you want to call it?
Oh god.
There's all the information you need, Valen.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan's provided the information. You can make.
You make the hard
It's
decisions.
going to be Barcelona.
Is there any other French-speaking countries that are?
They speak a bit of French in New Orleans, but probably not.
Yeah.
enough.
Tralee has loads.
Tralee is a fairly big French-speaking city, but I don't know. That's more of a debate. Is it a city or a town?
Can you give us a hint? Is it in France?
No,
no, that's
not
that's
a hint.
huge.
That just gives you the answer.
Does it begin with a P?
no,
or an M?
no, there's no clues for that because it'll give it away.
Yeah,
too
no,
early.
it's come on,
Which
guys.
one?
I'm gonna have
We're
to
a-
push you for
we're
an
a
I'm gonna have
point-
to push for an answer.
We're a point
5,
ahead. Will we say
4,
Paris?
Sure.
3,
Paris.
2, 1.
We said Paris.
0.
Paris.
And I want your final answer now.
Paris.
The answer is Montreal in Canada. And, okay,
I
so
knew it was Canadian.
is that 1-1?
I know you. No, they
Yeah.
didn't get anything, did they?
No, we have. It's 1-1.
No.
What did you get right?
No, never mind. Sorry, it's
No.
1-0. 1-0. And
I don't think
okay,
that's right.
so two scream teams,
Two scream team.
Squeam sturdy Mick Temmet. What angle is formed by the hands of a clock at 4 o'clock?
4
Oh crap! I wasn't listening again.
What angle is formed by the hands of a clock at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, it is obtuse.
Are you looking
4
for
o'clock.
degrees, like?
Yeah, so
I am looking for it
360,
in
360
specific
divided by
degrees.
12. What's that?
Hey, he's using a calculator.
No. It's 90 divided. It's 120.
Final answer?
Yeah.
He is correct.
Oh yeah, boom.
So that is 1-1.
Yeah, friends.
Okay, to the Quizlamic State. What? England's national rugby union side play their home games at which ground?
Oh yeah, great.
It's Twickenham.
That's
It
easy.
is
Exactly.
correct.
Great.
That is 2-1.
Valen.
And
That was really easy, but you were just like.
in what
bluffing
year
everything
to
else.
team Squeam Emmett McSquirts?
Fuck's sake, shut
I will stab you.
In what year was
I will
Margaret
fashion
Thatcher
a knife
first
out of these
elected as Prime
microphones.
Minister?
I didn't hear that.
Oh, you don't get it
Phelan
again.
was being rude.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
Phelan just shot all over
Okay,
the
we'll
question.
ask the question again. In what year was Margaret Thatcher first elected Prime Minister? And the answer is not Tony Blair.
Tony Blair could be right. In what year was she?
I was born in the year Tony Blair.
In what year was Margaret Thatcher
First elected
instated?
Prime Minister.
Okay,
It was in the 70s.
in the
She
70s.
hasn't reacted, so it was in the 70s.
So 1972
Two.
and a half.
Yeah.
Final answer?
1970.
Tony Blair's.
I'll give you a leniency of 2 years.
Was
No.
Yeah, 2
They
years
only
is fair
get
enough.
10 years to choose from.
1976.
1976. Yeah.
Wrong. It's 1979.
Ah, right.
So it's still 2-1 to
I was thinking it was
team,
later.
You know, this one.
Wait, when did they get their 1 point?
Islamic State.
They got it for the hands of the clock.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be the final question before the quickfire round.
Woo! Fuck's sake.
Which 1851 novel was first published in Britain under the title The Whale?
It has to be. The only classic
Moby
novel I can think of is Moby Dick.
Dick?
Yeah, so. Fuck. Yeah, Moby Dick.
Dan, please don't curse on my show.
Again.
Sorry, Moby Wiener. Sorry.
No, he said the F word.
He said it about 4 times as well.
Okay, well, the answer is Moby Dick. So
Wow.
that's 3-1 to. There should probably no need for a quick fire round, but I'll do it anyway because Team Thingamajig won. And
We're
the
team
Quizlamic
the
State.
Quizlamic State.
Okay, so for a quick fire round,
What are our noises first of all?
all right.
You're,
So
you're doing
Team
this really poorly.
Quizlamic State, what is your quiz noise? Your buzzer noise?
Allah. I'll just say Allah, Allah. I was
All right,
not
they
racist.
both have to do both of them at the same time, okay? And yeah, okay, this kind of gotten a little bit racist, but okay. And
How
Team
so?
Squirty,
Xenophobic,
Emmett,
there's a
what
difference.
is your sound?
Bing.
So that both sound at the same time. So okay,
That's it.
so all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to ask a question. All right,
Ask it. Then.
how many toes does a dog have?
Allah!
One.
What?
How many tongues?
Tongues? I thought I said toes.
Yeah, I did say toes.
Oh,
your answer
toes.
is
No.
wrong.
No.
It goes to the next question.
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
How many toes
it
does a
wasn't-
dog
Oh, yeah,
have?
you get
You
to
should have
repeat it for
spoke
him.
it clearly. It's your job as a quizmaster to speak clearly and understandably.
Toes.
Yeah.
Is that the final answer?
How many toes does what have?
A dog have.
Is it 4 on each?
All together or just...
3.
Yeah, okay, 12.
It's 18.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
On every
They
dog.
have little.
They have little things
They
up
have
here.
4 paws. They have 5
And a
in their
thumb.
front hands. And actually, wolves are the same. That's how I know this. I read up on wolves one time.
Oh, you're
So,
cool.
Yeah, you have 5 in each front ones because they don't have as much weight on their back
Okay, yeah,
legs,
I
they
don't
lost
care. We
their
got it
thumb.
wrong. Move on.
Okay, so yeah, the winner of this week's quiz was
Squirty McFly. Yeah.
I think this is the first time there wasn't a draw.
yeah, actually. Yeah, we're gonna move on to our next
We have a
song,
very
and we're
flawed
gonna thank
system
you
here.
very much to our guests as well for joining in on that. And yeah, we'll see you after this short break. Hello and welcome back to the Tom Wallace Show. We are now going to go into one of our regular segments, which is Sean on Society. So I'm going to hand this one over to you, Sean. Oh, thanks, Sean. I'm going to start this off real quick. You're fine, Sean.
What
it's
a
totally
weirdo.
Cool. So yeah, anyway.
How do we go about like requesting that we remove people from our team? Because I really just
Our
can't.
team? You think this is a team? This is a dictatorship.
Do we
This
talk to
is no
Tom?
team.
Like, can we
Yeah,
all
get
form
on to Tom.
Yeah, we'll all lodge complaints and. Fuck. Hopefully that'll.
A lot of cursing going on today.
Oh, excuse me.
So anyway,
Excuse me. I meant to say wiener.
I am Sean David Doyle, and my segment, I don't know why I did that. So Sean on Society this week is on something which we all have to deal with, and I feel a lot of people have issues with, which is aging and the inevitability of it. So yeah, aging is one of life's constants. Something I personally do not fear. You know, I don't plan on living long enough to age much more anyway. I'll probably stay in this eternal state of youth. Well, you know, when I die. But I'll talk more about that later. It sounds a little bit grim on that side. Anyway, so it's funny, you know, especially in college. It's haha funny, Phelan? That, you know, we're all about... Phelan is breaking the mic.
I'm not.
Yeah, we're all in college and we're all hitting about 2021, and I think everyone's freaking out now, especially like the girls more than guys. I think that I've noticed is that they're like, you know, oh my god, I'm getting so old, and, you know, da-da-da-da-da. I disagree.
I don't think I've heard one person say that.
That's
Sean.
what they say.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm so old. I'm
Oh,
aging.
God, la-da-da-da-da-da. And
The wrinkles.
Da-da-da-da-da.
The motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg.
so yeah. Anyway, but I think it's a pretty stupid thing to be worrying about this at this age, you know, because you still got 20, maybe 30 solid years of good health before anything particularly bad goes wrong.
I've got 7.
So come back to me maybe at 50, you know, if I'm still around then. Because you might have something to complain about then, you know, your back start might hurting, and, you know, you might start puking bile every morning. And, you know, like the likes of, you know, at 30 years to that again, you're around 80. And I'd be surprised if the likes of our host who's not here today, Paul, you know, isn't needing assisting showering, you know, because he's a little frayed at the edges already. He's, you know, slowly deteriorating week by week. And yeah, but this fear has led to some pretty weird and pretty drastic trends in society as well.
Tell us about them, Sean.
Oh, I'll be my pleasure. One of which being plastic surgery, which I think a lot of people don't put down to being an aging thing, more of a beauty thing. But you know, when you really get down to it, it's you're afraid of looking old, and you know, you're saying that old looks bad, so you're trying to reduce the whole aging process. Which, you know, maybe old does look kind of bad, but you know, Meryl Streep's kind of hot, and so is George Clooney if you're into that kind of thing. And who else? Helen Mirren,
The Queen.
the Queen. She is one foxy day. Smoking dope, so she is. But you know, does being covered in scars.
Rupert Murdoch. Those hands. Have you seen Rupert Murdoch's hands?
I have not.
Oh my.
well,
Everyone out there.
Everyone Google Rupert Murdoch's hands.
That is a man who has aged well.
So yeah, so you know, you'd end up covered in scars and having your face look like it's filled with cement. But you know, why bother? You know, just accept it for what it is. Aging is a natural process. You know, everyone goes through it. You know, we wouldn't have this insane scrambling and searching for the fountain of youth if everyone just accepted it and, like, you know, accept the beauty in age, as I said. And I've been shown a picture of Rupert Murdoch's hands, and I do implore everyone to go look that up right now. They look like little bags of, I don't know, it's like tinfoil texture, but it has this skin color. It's very strange.
Or like a balloon man that's just been slightly deflated.
Yeah, so
Rupert.
I'm going to just move on a motion that I'm going to make now, which is, I hinted at earlier, that I'm not planning on living too much longer, and I'm not saying that, you know, everyone should go out and kill themselves, but I've come up with a solution, which comes down to a philosophy which I follow at heart, which is, you know, live fast, die young. which, you know, I haven't been living the fastest at the moment.
Bad girls.
Because I haven't been living...
Bad girls.
Do it well.
Okay. So I haven't been
It's a
living
song.
I haven't been living the fastest at the moment because, you know, Tom Wallace has me,
Because
you know...
I'm a really slow 500 meter runner.
What's your time?
17.4. That's 17
In
days.
what units? Oh, okay. That is extremely slow. How do you get to college to do anything like that at that time?
No, that's my running speed. My
Oh,
walking
your
speed's
walk speed
fine.
is quite substantially faster. Yeah, so I'm saying that... Yeah,
He's
I
a
hope-
fast runner when it comes to... He just has to take a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
day-long breaks after every 10 meters. But yeah, I hope nobody takes this the wrong way. I don't mean go out and kill yourself. I mean go out and live dangerously, you know, carelessly, and have fun doing it. You know, this way you'll drastically reduce your own life expectancy and the expectancy of those around you. You know, so...
You'll increase your life expectancy?
no, decrease it. As
yeah.
in, like, go drive cars
And
really
will
fast on
Increase
the
when
road.
something gets smaller.
And you will
That's what that
increase
means.
the risk of breaking legs.
Yeah, breaking legs, breaking your face, dying. That's the whole point. As
Okay,
in,
okay.
and like, you know, drive fast on the motorway, go above speed limit, because that way you don't only reduce your own life and have fun doing it, you reduce the life of those around you. So that means no one will get old, everyone will
So
die
much
young.
reduction. It's like that's going to save the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and we all stay beautiful and young, and no one has to worry about aging. So
Beautiful, young, and dead. But yeah, but yes.
But that's the point. Yeah, we're trying to like keep the eternal youth. So I've actually taken up this week.
The eternal youth, even though you die.
Yeah, you'll be eternally young. You die at 20, you stay 20
And
forever.
then rot.
And then
Why don't we put pictures on tombstones?
you do? All of my relatives.
Hello! Some person
You
just...
have got some fans.
We had some
outside.
fans. Woo! I'm gonna give them a shout out. Oh no, they're not even. They don't even care. Anyway, so I've pulled up some quotes on some people who are a little bit almost as wise as me on the subject of aging, and I'm gonna see if I can make them somewhat relevant to my segment. So when I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the man had learned in 7 years. That's Mark Twain. So yeah, you know, you get really old people, you know, old dogs can't learn new tricks. So that's what I took from that. You know, the day a child realizes all adults are imperfect, he becomes an adolescent. The day he forgives them, he becomes an adult. The day he forgives himself, he becomes wise. Alden Nolan said that, and I think that goes.
I'm good friends with Eldon.
Are you?
Yeah.
How's he doing these days?
He's alright.
Yeah, but I think that goes directly against my live fast, die young policy. He seems to be saying that you want to, like, you know, pursue knowledge and stuff, get old. You don't want to do that. You want to go out and, like, you know, have fun, drink some beer and stuff. I'm trying to think.
Budweiser, the king of beers.
Yep, no one actually is dead until the ripples they cause in the world die away. Sir Terry Pratchett. So, you know, if you live really fast and really
Or
hard,
if you die by
the ripples
like,
are gonna be
splashing into the
so-
water really hard,
Yeah,
and then the ripples
that's
will go
what
on
I'm
for
saying.
days.
Like, yeah, jump off a massive cliff and like kill yourself as you hit the water. Like those ripples will go on forever, as opposed to, you know, if you slowly burn out and like, you know, just die at the age of 80. That sucks, you know. So don't you find it odd? She continued. I don't know what this seems like a story. Don't you find it odd, she continued, that when you're a kid, everyone, all the world encourages you to follow your dreams. When you're older, somehow they act offended if you even try. So, you know, don't go out and try to live fast when you're like 60, because, you know, people are going to be like, man, you slow down. You slow down right now. You're not allowed to do that type
Unless
of
you
stuff.
have a motorized wheelchair, then you can still live life
Yeah.
fast.
Yep.
You can go well over 6 kilometers.
That was,
an hour.
so then, that was Ethan Hawke, by the way. Death must be so
Isn't that
beautiful.
the actor?
Sure. To lie in a
Sure,
soft brown
whatever.
earth with grasses waving above one's head and listening to silence. To have no yesterday and no tomorrow. To forget time. To forgive life. To be at peace. That was Oscar Wilde. And I've actually been rambling on a bit. So yeah, that's pretty much Shaun of Society over for today. Sorry for the rambling. And I think we might just skip the song and go straight into Harry's Helping Hand this week. This week, since we don't have our general host, we're going to have Phelan Keeney holding...
That's me!
asking the
I'm
questions
very
to our
proud.
life guru,
I'm very
Harry
honored.
Sunderland.
I'm happy to be here reading these questions.
All right,
This is my
so
first time.
take it away, Phelan. Woo, Harry!
So first question is who?
Okay. Who has announced 1,000 jobs in Cork this week, Harry?
Computer maker and makers of other things with wires, Apple has said it intends to expand its campus in Cork and provide space for 1,000 further staff by the middle of 2017 full stop. And biggering of this scale would see the people directly employed by the company in ERA increase to 6,000. Apple's currently employs 5,000 people in ERA. The news came during a visit by Apple seller Moira Murphy in O'Connell Street, Shrawdy Connell. Apple's have been in ERA since 1800 and has steadily grown its presence in Ireland.
1980, I believe. And that was from Trisha in Galway. Next, I believe, is what questions? What are pixies made from? That's from Trisha C in Houston Station.
Besides a bit of magic, pixies are made from durable, high-quality acrylonitrile budylene styrene
Mayonnaise in there.
ABS thermoplastic polymer. This type of polymer is a hazard-free material. The stuff that Lego's made of.
Woo! Now we're moving on to where questions. Where do you find truffles?
The Belgian truffle is found in French locations.
Just any French location. Does Montreal count as that?
Apologies there. The French truffle is found in French locations. The Belgian truffle is found in Belgian locations. The Swiss truffle is found in Swiss locations. The California truffle is found in California. The American truffle is found in American locations apart from California. The European truffle is found in European locations apart from French, Belgian and Swiss locations. The vegan truffle is found where people are smelly.
That was from Pierre in France. Now we're on to win questions, I believe. When is Black Friday, Harry?
This year it is on the 27th of November 2015 full stop. Retailers have been warned by the National Police Chiefs Council to have enough staff and security to handle any season sales, including Black Friday.
That was from @TommyGFace on Twitter. I believe we are on to why questions now. Why do American folk like Donald Trump?
A New York Times report reported that when asked what was the reason these polled would like to see the Republican Party nominate Donald Trump, the top three answers were: number 1, outspoken / says what he believes, 15%.
Number 2.
Not a politician / outsider, 13%.
Number 3.
Strong leader, 10%.
Number 4.
Wears a totally real and genuinely natural looking beautiful hairpiece that definitely isn't the same colour of piss after a night out, 9%.
Number 5.
Likes guns and all of its innuendos, 9%.
Number 6.
Always wears socks in bed, 8%.
Number 7.
Likes to measure things in inches and yards because screw the rules, 8%.
And that question, I believe, was from Donald Trump himself. Now we're on to how questions. How to improve the gas mileage on a Nissan Sentra?
Is your Nissan Sentra getting rather poor gas mileage? Flew along in the steps. Flew along in the steps below to find out how this number can become improved or increased. Add 1 full container of fuel efficiency booster such as STP Fuel Boost. Not sponsored. Or the like.
Budweiser, the king of beers.
Sponsored.
Which can purchase at any supermarket carrying automotive supplies. Utilize the scheduled mileage chart as written on the bottles. Most ask for a new one to be added every 4,000 miles, but some may be anywhere from 4,500 miles to 6,000 miles. While some may ask for theirs to be added more frequently, such as at every fill-up, so read the directions on the bottle carefully to ensure you are...
Alright, and is that all the questions we have?
No, there's more to this one. Most fuel efficiency boosters require that your tank be completely full or very close to full when you add, so that the booster liquid can seep into the sides of the fuel tank and thereby clean the sides, providing for a cleaner tank which can send the fuel up to where it has to go quicker, thereby producing less lag time and you learn a little more efficiency.
I'd like to quickly point out that this last question is sponsored by GM Motors. General Motors.
GM Motors, providing the best motors in the world.
Why was the question about Nissan Sentra then?
Because it's so bad, like all these things are terrible.
GM Motors, the best motors in the world.
Buy Nissan Sentra instead.
By GM.
Be careful not to pick up a fuel booster that is designed by a carburetor cleaner, such as GM Motors, the best motors in the world. The Nissan Sentra doesn't have a carburetor in it, and adding one that has one in it can be a complete disaster and can break your gas tank along with your engine.
Oh no.
Oh.
GM Motors.
Gee, woo.
Oh no, I'm in a silent
King
film.
of beers.
GM Motors, King of Beers. Not a sponsor.
Yet.
Okay, and Harry, is that all I got for us today?
That's it.
I
All
think
right,
we
thank
did
you very
good.
much for Harry's help.
We always have the questions, the who, what, where, when, why, how questions. Where? When? Why?
How?
All right, thank you very much, Harry's helping hand. And I think we're about running out of time on the Tom Wallace show this week, and we'd like to apologise for our lack of regular.
I don't want to
presenters
apologize
today.
for anything.
I don't
Actually,
apologize
no.
for anything. This was the best show ever.
We should probably get rid of those guys. We don't need them.
Yeah.
Bring back in Emmett and Dan sometimes. But yeah, we're hoping to have the full regalia next week with
what?
the full troops, all the troops in together, the full band. So we're hoping to have Paul and Squirty McFly and Tom Wallace back with us as usual next week. But until then, I guess that's all we have for you today. Thank you very much for listening. We will see you next week. Hello and welcome to the Tom Wallace Show on DCU FM. Sadly, Tom Wallace cannot be here with us today, for he has... What happened again, Phil?
I believe he was going shopping, and he was at the till, and he realized he forgot to pick up milk. So then...
Hello. Hello. No. Oh, I don't think we're live. Are we live? Yeah, we are. Yeah. Can you hear that? Never mind. I'm after making a huge mistake. We are live on the Tom Wallace Show right now. Who knew? And we're just after having our main man Harry come in. Tom can't make today. What was the reason?
Oh, he was... Can you hear... You can't... My mic isn't up.
I don't think it is. That's what I'm saying. Can you hear anything, Harry? Can you hear?
Where's Paul?
Oh, you can definitely hear Harry. No, I think it is on. Let me see. I don't know. Harry's definitely on. Anyway, this is some technical difficulties. Our usual runner of the show, Paul McGoldrick, sadly, is missing backup runner.
Sadly passed away.
This mic isn't... Can you hear?
There's definitely something happening here, man, because...
Are the levels going up when I'm talking?
No. Harry, talk you.
Hello?
Harry's
Yeah.
definitely on. Harry's the only person who seems to be on.
You're on too, I think. Or you're...
Am
Run
I?
off this mic, sure.
What? Yeah, alright, want to do the show off that mic?
That's just the noises.
Play a song.
Yeah, okay, we're going to cut to a song here, and we're sorry about that.